So I'm not gonna lie, I have been lightweight struggling since last week when I discovered I was too old to donate my eggs. And it's like everyone I know, they're either, in a relationship or they're married. And like, meanwhile, I'm sitting here single. Like, what the heck? Am I gonna die alone? That's a scary thought. Like, no jokes aside, like, y'all, we need to find me a husband because I don't want to die alone. I want a husband. Can we find me a husband? Somebody, somebody in the Sacramento area that's looking for a wife, I'm here. Hi, hello, I'm here, guys. No, but for real, like, am I too old to find love at this point in my life? Should I just take it for what it is and accept the fact that I'm gonna be single forever? I don't know. Help me, guys. Help me find a husband.
Modern women don't ever seem to realise how young they have to be at their most fertile. It's way too late for her to donate her eggs now. She thought she would try to help another woman have a child by donating her eggs, but now her eggs are only good for scrambled eggs on toast. Good luck to her finding a husband in this day and age. Men are wising up and walking away from marriage.
I'm going my own way.
These are the 3 things I had to come to terms with before I finally filed for divorce. Coming to terms with the fact that I only had one life and that was it was really the start of when I knew I had to move on. It's the living on a floating rock for me. I don't know who said staying together for the kids was ever a smart or healthy idea, but that's probably the worst thing you could do for them. I feel like even though my kids are still pretty young, 6 and 8, I feel like I have traumatized them. I genuinely feel like they have no idea what a healthy marriage or healthy relationship looks like. I would never let my daughter settle for this type of life, so I didn't want to model that for her, and that was really big for me. About 3 years ago, I started to become numb to the things that I used to be so angry about. So I just noticed that everything that I used to care about, all the things that I used to love to do and who I was declining. I didn't know who I was anymore, and I just didn't like who I was becoming. It wasn't until this past year where I just kind of said, enough is enough, and I wanted to find myself again. Say 50% of marriages end in divorce, but I feel like it would be much higher if this was an actual easy thing to do. If you're still trying to find it in you to leave, give yourself some grace, because it took me 3 years to actually do it from the time when I knew it was already over.
She destroyed her marriage because she was bored of having one life. She wanted variety that much, she split apart her family. Most couples stay together for their children, so they can grow up with both parents and have a better chance at life. But either way, they'll never have a healthy concept of marriage, relationships, or constant support after her decision to divorce. And if she was suffering from mental health problems, she should have just gone to a therapist.
She needs help.
99% of dating is failure. I'm sorry to hurt your feelings. I'm Haley, I'm a retired fuck girl, and this is dating advice, but in a healthy way. The rule of dating is failure. The exception to the rule is finding your person. Most people have it the other way around in their head. But you failing at dating does not make you a failure. That actually makes you successful at dating. You're trying to find the one, right? The one. You're trying to find the 1%, which means 99% of the time, it will end poorly. This is not at all about hurting your feelings. This is about resilience, baby. This is about knowing that you are going to fail and having the courage to get up and stand up and try again. Making the switch in your mind to understand that dating is failure instead of dating is success changes everything, because eventually you will not fail, babe. You will find your person. You are resilient, and that's what's going to get you to this person. Learning to accept a no and learning to move through the no's as fast as you can is going to get you closer to your yes. Switching my mindset to accepting that dating is failing literally made me feel so empowered when I found a no.
Dating advice from a retired 304. In a healthy way? What does that even mean? She knows chasing after only the 1% results in 99% failure. But she still encourages women to chase after them. They will end up like her. They will have a long history of getting their back blown out, to the point where they destroy their ability to pair bond. A total disaster waiting to happen.
Definitely.
Dating as a single mother sucks. I'm constantly canceling on my dates, and it's because sometimes I can't count on her dad to show up on his days. And they love to say, just bring the baby. Nope, the baby cannot come. No, you can't meet the baby. The baby has to stay home. They also don't understand why you don't have a lot of time, why you can't hang out with them all the time, why you can't text them back, why you can't call them, and why they can't come to your home. It starts to get really weird too. Like, they start to get jealous of my child, and they're like, I don't know why I'm not a priority to you. And because you're not. My child is. You're not my child. I have one. Last, I'm already a single mom and my patience is like 0. And any little stunt that he tries to pull, or like any little miscommunication, you're out. I have no mercy, no grace. I don't have time for bullshit. I'm not going down that rabbit hole again. So
I'll say it once and I'll say it again. Do yourself a favour and don't get into anything serious with a single mum. You'll always be a second priority. She won't have time for you, and you'll potentially have to deal with baby father drama. Women without children are much easier to date.
It's so much easier.
Can someone please explain that back in the day when I was like a solid 3, guys wanted to date me, and now that I'm like less of a 3 and more of like a 6, like they just want to use me. But like, why? I used to have guys always wanting to date me when I was ugly. Now that I'm less ugly, not a single one. I get into a situationship and they go, sorry, I'm just not looking for something serious. Like, why? Like, do I have to go back to being ugly again to get a boyfriend? Or what's the problem here? I don't get it.
Perhaps her attitude changed when she thought her looks increased by 3 points. She probably gained a sense of entitlement lots of women get when they think they are good looking. And now those personality traits are driving men away instead of compelling men to commit to her.
She was annoying.